March of 2020. The world was ordered to pause. Life, businesses, and most importantly, schools were ordered to close its doors to the public. Times Squared STEM Academy, a place that was once full of joy and laughter, was now filled with empty classrooms and lifeless hallways. These elements were to be enforced for the first time through what has become known as distance learning. For seniors in high school, the long-anticipated experiences of their last year before the real world of college were suddenly seized. There would be no prom, no in-person graduation, no final laughter in the halls that became our home and safe haven to many of them. The moment so many students imagined for years would suddenly not become reality. These young individuals found a way to be selfless, where a disease shifted the world as they knew it. And so did a new priority to advocate for change in the country. Despite these sudden shifts and changes, students at Times Squared Academy proved that even in the face of adversities, they can and they will. That even when the world is ordered to pause, they can indeed keep going as contributors to a better future for not just them, but the world as a whole.
TIMES2 is nothing like any other high school I know.
They helped shape who I am today and given me the strength and push that I needed when I was not in the right space.
Being there since kindergarten has been such a different experience. I've got to see how much not only the school has changed, but the kids.
I don't regret staying. I'm happy I stayed.
Definitely hard at first adjusting to high school itself. Hi, my name is Sophia Soto. I am a 2020 graduate from TIMES2 STEM Academy. My first impression of the school was that everyone looked like me. It was a small school. There were a few classrooms.
TIMES2 is a much smaller school, so I feel like I was able to build relationships and bonds with the teachers and faculty and also make close friends. Hi, my name is Luis Vargas and I am a 2020 graduate from TIMES2 STEM Academy.
I memorized the building by the first day, so it was pretty easy to navigate by the second day. Everybody just felt welcoming.
And other schools compared to mine is different.
I'm used to it. I'm used to the same teachers. Hi, my name is Adija Adjaman, and I'm a TIMES2 graduate. I got opportunities that I probably wouldn't have gotten if I went to another school. Like I was able to go to summer at Brown. I did a program called Breakthrough Providence. I was able to continue on my relationship with them, even through college, because we're still working now.
When I got into TIMES2 and I saw the work ethic and how much effort the students put into their work, it just changed my perspective on education in general. It just made me want to learn more.
They prepared me since like freshman year. They're like, all right, they're gonna do this in college, so be ready to do it now. They'll throw like a 10-page paper at you and be like, do it in like a week. You're like, all right, I can do that.
Most of the girls are like hardworking and they're all uplifting, but then I saw the boys actually working as hard as the girls, or like they wanted it as bad as the girls as well. It changed my perspective and I'm like, if they can do it, I can do it.
I might have had my mental breakdown to doing all that work, but when it comes to college, you're like, all right, 30 pages, do it. It's like, all right, I can do it. My favorite thing about Times Square is that you make lifelong friends, and there's a sense of family, especially coming up from kindergarten. You see the same people every day, and you start to build bonds.
Hi, my name is Christopher Dowda, 2020 graduate at TIMES2 STEM Academy. Favorite memory at school is probably freshman year basketball. There was a lot of great memories I shared with my brothers. Christopher Love, our coach, he was a great mentor, a great coach. He shared a lot of memories and really taught me the true meaning of brotherhood. You know, the true meaning of brotherhood, we're always there for each other. You never leave no man behind.
We were able to plan March Madness, and like we never had like a successful March Madness. All we had was the teacher versus student basketball game, which is like, that's it. A whole bunch of challenges, Spirit Week of course, and then have the basketball game.
Basketball games, that's where we were most enthusiastic. The whole school would come and just watch basketball games like that, be our pride and joy.
There's so many memories at TIMES2. I'm Jocelyn Gateson. Definitely Haunted Hall. It was kind of like a Halloween party at TIMES2. and the seniors got to do the scary part of the hallway. We all got to dress up. It was so much fun because everybody was together. As a senior class, it was honestly my best and favorite memory.
Favorite experience would have to be my English sophomore class with Mr. Weinkoop. Had to organize a play and we presented it to a few other classes. That was a time where everybody just worked together and it was just positive vibes.
Hi, my name is Xavier Clerjus and I'm a TIMES2 senior, soon to be alumni, and I've been here since kindergarten. One of my favorite memories is one of our old principals. His name was Mr. Damana. He actually challenged us that he could throw a football into a basketball hoop wearing a skirt and heels. And if he couldn't, we got to throw water balloons at him. So that was actually pretty fun. It was just an experience altogether because he was probably one of the greatest principals we had at this school. We have longevity with all the teachers. So it's even though he left, we still had a major part of the school.
I really, applaud the teachers there. Very motivating and set high standards for us. Always try to push us to do better.
Yes, they do care.
They tell us that. They make sure we know that we're not just students, we're family.
These teachers have shown us that they care tremendously and want the best for us.
They help me with my voice and tell me that my voice has power.
They really want you to succeed and they will go the extra mile to help you.
In most schools, it seems like students are kind of neglected, but in this school, especially because the classes are smaller, the teachers have time to take care of an individual student, even when another student needs help, without it being overwhelming for the teacher and for the student.
That's one major thing that I like. The teachers make time for you to stay after school and talk to you about the work that you did.
You can always email them at any time and they will respond to you. Most of them are willing to let you eat lunch with them or meet them after school, before school, whenever it works for you.
Yeah, the teachers cared a lot. Although it didn't seem like it, we had our ups and downs, but the teachers cared a lot, and I really appreciate them for that.
We're really lucky. And I don't think we've realized that yet.
Yes, sir.
I really can't think of one specific memory where a teacher has changed my life for the better, because there's just so many.
I am so proud of the growth that you have made. Oh, thank you. You began in my office crying.
Most of the teachers are inspirational. Especially one of our teachers, our law teacher, Mr. Johnson, he's inspirational. He's a good role model, especially being an African-American teacher. He's a great role model.
It was actually one teacher, Miss Weinkoop. We had our ups and downs in class, but it was one quote that always stuck to me. Well, when I would be goofing off with my boys or my friends, she always told me to put my loyalty towards my diploma. And that made me realize I really need to start focusing towards what really matters in life, not really any outside activities or any distraction or anything that's going to negatively impact my future.
Dr. Fontaine is one of them. I had him this year for biology 111 and 112. And even though it's a college course, he still lets us know that we can always go to him and ask him for help. We can always count on him, and that even though we are supposed to be college students in this class, he still will help us no matter what.
Even though she's new, I'm so thankful for her. Miss Lopes, I've struggled a lot to find my major in college. It was just part of finding who I really wanted to be. She was so helpful throughout the whole process.
The classroom we're in is taught by Miss Childress. She's actually one of the best math teachers I've ever had. She's helped me a lot, especially because I struggle with math, which is weird being an engineering major, but she's actually helped me a lot with my math and helped me progress. So I actually do owe her a lot.
Towards the middle of my sophomore year, I had lost my friend. And it was on the weekend, so having to come to school on Monday and nobody really knowing was a lot. So I didn't go to first period, but I went to second period, which is my English teacher's class, Mr. Weinkoop. He saw that I was upset and he kept me in the corner. He's like, it's okay, just stay here. You don't have to talk if you don't want to. Ms. Galloway too, because she's our class advisor. Ooh. She had called me in the office and then we talked about it. And she was like, I understand, it's okay. Even though I'm still upset about the whole thing, I'm happy that I know that if they do see me like sad or I am sad, I'm able to be like, can we talk for a little bit and like go over this?
My teacher already knew something was up just because I was out of character. I wasn't the same. 2018 was my sophomore year, and that was the year I lost my dad. I was down, I wasn't talking as much. I'm a goofy, loud person, so they would know when I'm down. And they would talk to me and they would be like, is anything wrong? And my always go-to was, no, I'm fine. Yeah, I was scared. I don't like asking for help. I'm a person that wants to do everything on their own, and that's when I realized I can't. TIMES2 has taught me that they are there to help and they're always there to be around.
Mostly in my culture, we don't really talk about emotions. So being able to come here and be like, I'm upset, I'm mad, I don't want to talk about it. And then they're like, it's okay, I understand. Them being parents, especially Miss Jo's just saying like, it's okay, rubbing my back. We're like, you're okay, you're okay.
When my dad passed away that week, everybody, the whole school knew. The next week, they all sent me cards full of love, and they all contacted me. All the teachers reached out to me. They attended the funeral. When I went back, they all gave me time to heal, and Mr. Weinkoop was one of the biggest teachers with the most support. These teachers don't just know you as students, they know you as like who you are. They know you as a person. Tell me this all the time, to always go back and visit, to not forget about them, or like that we'll forget about them, they will not forget about us.
In middle school, I didn't really see that much diversity between the faculty. When I got into TIMES2, I noticed that there were teachers of color.
Knowing my teachers were minorities as well, knowing that they came from a background just like mine, is very comforting, and knowing that they know my struggle and know where I came from.
You build a deeper relationship with them. They understand where you're coming from and you understand where they're coming from.
We've been told a lot that we're like a school that's placed next to a project or a school that's placed in the hood, but the teachers alone have never let that define us and how they treat us as students.
In my science class, we heavily focused on the part that, yeah, you're an African-American woman going to college. Pay attention to that. You're minorities going to college. You're minorities getting awards, National Honor Society, you're winning science fairs. Focus on those things.
When you're showed that you could be more, or that like people expect more from you, or they see greatness in you, it's like you see it in yourself. Yeah, that's one of the beliefs that's been like instilled in me.
Not being a product of my environment is something I really hold dearly.
It doesn't matter where you live, you're important and you're doing important things.
If we were to put it on like a start line, I feel like I'd be a little bit further behind, but I still feel like I'm running my race at the same pace everyone else is. I feel like I have all the opportunities that I need. I can get there one day, like I can fulfill all the goals that I have for myself.
At the end of the day, it doesn't matter how you start the race, it always matters how you finish.
We can succeed and we have a purpose.
There's a lot of low standards set on us, but in my opinion, all the down and hate just adds more fuel to my fire.
Now I feel like my opinion matters. Being a young Latina in this community and a minority, I feel like my voice does matter and my voice can bring awareness.
History class is like the main thing. The teachers are able to bring that to the table, but let's talk about this. Let's read books about people who look like you and have been through the same things as you.
History class with Mr. Johnson, you know, him being a minority himself, so when we were talking about Black History Month, all that, we really had deep conversations with that.
Like sophomore year, we were having like heavy discussions that we weren't able to have when we were like younger.
Mr. Johnson really opened my eyes.
Kids are out here dying, like we should talk about it. We'd bring it up, we wouldn't be shut down. We weren't shut down for the opinions that we had and like the topics that we wanted to discuss.
My motivation to drive strives from all the sacrifices my parents made for me and my lovers to be in the position we are in today.
I really am passionate about making my parents proud, making my family proud, because they couldn't do it. They didn't graduate high school, and just graduating high school alone is such a huge accomplishment for my family.
They sacrificed a lot, like working all the time. I know like earlier I wasn't able to see my mom every single day. Going home like, hey mom, because she wasn't there. My father too, working a lot too. Just to be like, all right, I got your uniform, I got this. So it feels good.
They made so many sacrifices for our family, and I unfortunately couldn't give me everything, but they tried to.
From witnessing the late night shifts, countless jobs, barely getting any rest just for us to have food on the table, shelter over our heads.
They have pretty high expectations for me. Sometimes I feel like I can fall short, but even when I fall short, I always try to get right back up and try to like keep pushing myself.
It means a lot being able to see that smile on my parents' face when they're like, oh, my baby's graduating, I'm so happy for you. It shouldn't be like I'm only doing it for them, but I feel like that's like my main reason for going so hard in school, is because I'm doing it for my parents.
Growing up as a minority is definitely already hard, so my parents made the best out of it. They gave me and my sister and my brother everything that they could.
My father is like my role model. He's my best friend. Me getting this high school diploma, me getting my education, and me taking a step into the military will really make him proud. The long talks we had, the car rides to school, I take every single word that he told me, every single talks he gave me, I cherish every single one. They hold it dearly in my heart.
I know they're proud of me now, but just to like see that satisfaction on their face when they're like, my daughter's a doctor, my daughter's a lawyer.
My father and my grandmother are not here to view this themselves, but I know I am making them proud and I am accomplishing a goal that they never got to. My goal as a first graduate in my family is to become a doctor for kids and to open a free clinic for low-income families so they can bring their kids to me.
My parents' happiness is really something I really cherish. And the one way I can say I can repay them back is through my success.
Graduating in the year 2020 was supposed to be an amazing experience, you know, like 2020, perfect vision. I've dreamt about it ever since I was a little girl, and graduating right now, it's not what anybody imagined.
When this pandemic first started, it was something that me and my friends really didn't take serious.
I would just hear, oh, the coronavirus, there would be jokes about it.
I thought it was just affecting the elderly.
Everybody would just be like, oh, that's nothing big, it's only in China. A bunch of stuff, but it didn't faze me until the beginning of March.
Social media kept posting the lives of those, being taken away from this virus. It really started to open our eyes and really realize how bad this virus is and how deadly it can get.
I remember the governor coming on every day to speak and give us new updates. Every day there was like a new patient and we were all freaked out basically because we saw the numbers growing.
That's when I was like, oh, this looks like it's serious. They're talking about closing down the schools.
The last day of school for me was March 13th. I remember it vaguely, mostly because it was a short day and it just felt like a lot of things were happening.
We didn't really think we was going to be out of school for that long. We thought it was just going to be for 1 week.
Those 2 weeks, like, it's just a week, guys. You guys will be back in a week. We're sitting at home like, what happened to the week?
And then the 1 week turned to 2 weeks, and 2 weeks turned to 1 month.
And when they told us that they're pushing our April vacation early, I was like, wow, so I guess we're probably gonna have to be back in school in May or hopefully June for graduation.
In the middle of it, we were planning our senior trip. We were so ready for it.
I would have never thought that it would be till this point that we're not even gonna have our own graduation. We're not gonna be able to experience all the moments that we were supposed to as seniors.
We just put a pause on everything. We didn't get to say bye to nobody.
You just miss being in class and just having these moments and these laughs with your friends,
It's not even like an aspect of like we didn't get to graduate or we don't get to walk the stage. It's like it messed with a couple people's mental health. Like being in isolation for so long, being away from people every single day, it could kind of mess with your mind.
I feel as though this pandemic had a huge effect on me and my family because not only has it taken away the senior moments that I was hoping to experience this year, but it also took away my grandmother. It didn't feel real at first until I actually realized that she was actually gone, talking to my mom about it. First, it felt like I lost a piece of my heart. I could technically say she is here with me because when I think about her, I see her and I hear her. My grandmother was basically my second mom. I grew up calling her mom because I saw my mom calling her mom. She was the most loudest, funniest, an unforgettable person next to my father. They are two people that I honor today and that I do all this for.
Talk about what this meant graduating for either your dad or your grandma.
A moment that they've been waiting to see. A moment, yeah. Because I've always been the hardworking girl that always wants to go to school. I never wanted to miss school when I was younger. It would be a moment that that they wanted to see because they knew I always liked good grades and going to school. So I feel as though they're happy right now and they are celebrating. And my dad is probably happy celebrating because he was my hype man and I was his. My grandma is probably screaming because that's the way she talks. I know they're just really happy right now and they're really proud and I know they want to say congratulations. and to keep going, and that I have a lot more goals to accomplish of mine.
Would you say you're gonna work harder for them?
Definitely that, yeah.
The mission of TIMES2 Academy is to develop intellectually curious and capable young people who are
Selfless contributors to both local and global communities,
and who aspire to be ethical and compassionate leaders.
through a rigorous and innovative academic program
in math, science, and technology.
In combination with the liberal arts.
TIMES2 Academy affords its diverse
Student population those experiences, skills, and values
that will prepare them for purposeful contribution in higher education and STEM-related fields.
really upset that we couldn't finish the way we wanted to finish with all the memories, but I feel like I got some good ones in.
There's negative aspects and there's positive aspects to it. You just have to look at it however you want to see it.
Pros for me that I'm able to stay at home and build hobbies and understand stuff about myself, which I think is good now that I'm going to college.
I feel like for me it was kind of a blessing because I got to learn more about myself and I got to progress in some ways that I never thought I could.
I recently got a birthday parade. That whole day I was feeling really down and upset. I even cried a little on my birthday. But when I came outside, I saw this big parade. All my family and friends were here. They were all honking their horns. They had their cars decorated with balloons and signs. And everybody was just saying happy birthday. And I was definitely in the moment, and it just made me appreciate all the little things. I never knew that a parade would cheer me up so much.
People are spending more time with their families. People are cooking more. People are getting active more.
Honestly, I think 2020 is a class that's going down in history. This is something that no other class has experienced. We are one strong class.
At the end of the day, class of 2020 is strong.
This is just another obstacle that we have to face to change the world,
I see a family here. Majority of us are from elementary school, from elementary to even middle school. This fact that we stayed together.
Our class as a whole is a very strong class. One thing I can say about TIMES2 class of 2020, we went through a lot throughout the years. But one thing I can say, we're really strong and hardworking.
Very hard. The sleepless nights, the countless tests, the failed tests, the passed tests, everything that went into getting this diploma, it was hard work.
The places that we're going, I know we're really gonna go far. You can tell by the students and individuals, the college they're going to.
It was my last first day of high school.
Every obstacle that came to us, we overcome.
We're all able to come together and be a family.
I'll miss everything about TIMES2.
I'm gonna miss the friends there a lot.
All the memories I'm really gonna miss. I feel like now that we're leaving, it's gonna be a little whack. I don't wanna say it, but it's true.
What's up, guys? Hey, this is your pictures, you know the vibe. Class of 2020 at TIMES2.
Class of 2020.
Class of 2020.
Class of 2020, I want to say, everybody else just says, we made it.
You guys did it. You did it.
So many special memories that I'm going to keep.
We made it. We're here, cap and gown,
Best class out here, TIMES2 class of 2020.
Everything we've gone through together. I'm so happy that this is my class.
It's a blessing. We all made it. There was a lot of doubt, but we all pulled through.
Wish you guys the best of luck in your next chapter in life, whatever it may be. I know you guys are going to do great.
And I'm super proud of us, and I know we have big plans in the making.
Congratulations to everybody.
TIMES2 strong. We have to stay strong. We are a big family. We're all in this together.
This year was not at all what we expected, but I can say that we are one strong, amazing class.
Congratulations. It might feel long overdue, but today I say to you, congratulations. Just know, you are the class that shows class in the face of adversity. You've been tested twice, in the classrooms and life, but you are yet to fail, and that's worthy of praise. So today I say to you, congratulations. You are emblematic of what it means to be selfless. There might be a hold on graduation, but not a hold on your success. Although you didn't cross the stage, You did come across a stage of growth and maturity, and that's worthy of celebration. So today I say to you, congratulations. And although you may not be in the midst of friends and family, if you just turn to your reflection, you are in the midst of greatness. So don't be anxious if you feel that your time is not coming. Let me tell you, your time is right here. It's your time to get moving, your time to start movements, time to rebuild, adjust, start improving. It's your time to start working on what others aren't doing. And if those in power aren't in favor, you have the power to start removing. Devote your time on subjects that matter, gather knowledge, acknowledge the change is needed, and be that change. And when your job's been done, we'll be here once again to say congratulations.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the balls bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banners yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Good evening and welcome to Times Squared STEM Academy graduating class of 2020. I'm Jasmine Blackmore. I'm the president of the board of directors of Times Squared Academy. My warmest gratitude to the parents, guardians, teachers, and administrators who have held high standards for our great students of the Academy. My congratulations to the students who have set their goals and aspirations to become great citizens of the community. You have exceeded all expectations, and today is your day to be recognized for these accomplishments. As you move your way through life, making many choices in your educational path, career choices, life choices, believe in yourself. You have the foundation now to be strong in all you desire. From time to time, seek guidance from those who embrace you, who know you, who respect you, who you respect. Many of our students have been accepted to colleges nearby and afar, from URI, Rhode Island College, Providence College, and Georgetown. You will meet new friends, be challenged with new classroom assignments. Do not waver. You are strong, determined, and will continue to succeed. Reach out to your new professors, your new community. Build new relationships and continue to learn and grow. But don't forget every once in a while to look back to this academy who is so very proud of you and know you always have a place in our hearts and in our school. As I look at the future and the students of Times Squared class of 2020, I encourage you to stay grounded, be firm, and be good. Grow with those around you who seek the same goals, seek truth, and be fearless. Thank you and congratulations, class of 2020.
I would like to give you a warm hello to families, faculty and staff, administration, board of directors, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2020. It is my honor to offer a few words as you take your first steps beyond Times Squared Academy. High school commencements are widely regarded as a singular milestone, a gateway to future endeavors, a point that separates your past from your future. Your reality, of course, is very different. COVID-19 has reshaped lives in very profound ways, changing futures, creating uncertainties. You have all been dealt something that no one could predict and no one was prepared for. However, there is a silver lining. It has demanded all of you to dig deep into your talent, to be resilient, to meet challenges and deadlines in new and creative ways. You have all built and rebuilt yourself in such amazing ways. It will offer you chances to do the same in the future. I remember one of my favorite stories from ancient Greek mythology, the story of Prometheus, who stole fire from the gods. According to the story, at the world's beginning, the task of distributing attributes to all living things fell to two brothers, Epimetheus and Prometheus. Epimetheus squandered all the attributes, speed, strength, cunning, courage, to animals of the land, sea, and sky. Nothing was left for humans. Prometheus, whose name means forethought, in a bold move stole fire from the gods and gave it to humans. This fire was emblematic of thought and creativity. From it, humans could light their imaginations and create their own futures for themselves. Why is this story relevant to you? Like Prometheus, this pandemic has or will force you to grab hold of this fire for yourself, to blaze paths that were not conceived before. You have already gotten a taste of how to apply yourself to overcome hardship, obstacles, and even tragedy. And while frustrations are very real now, you will find yourself well positioned to grab hold of your future and to make it the best you can and to make it what you've always wanted it to be. We all at Times Squared respect you and who you've become. We are very, very proud of your many accomplishments, and we wish you all the brightest future and best of luck in all of your endeavors beyond our school. Thank you.
Dear Times 2's class of 2020, sad to say our time as Eagles is complete. This is very bittersweet. But as we go our separate ways, I pray for prosperity, success, and great beginnings and ends for you all. May you all receive your heart's desires and many more. Times 2 class of 2020, full of talented, bright, ambitious, and self-motivated individuals. Some of us may not be sure where we are going on our paths, and unsure of where our journey will go. But I can't express how excited I am to see what the future holds. We all put in our blood, sweat, and tears to get this far. So please don't ever forget how strong, fearless, and brilliant you all are. I can't wait to see how our lives unfold. Let's go in this world with our heads held high, ready to conquer all obstacles. There's going to be setbacks, and there's going to be accidents, but that doesn't mean we stop being passionate. Put your heart and your soul into whatever you choose to commit to. Make sure you go after it. Don't ever let it fall through. We only go up from here. Tribulations can't hold us back anymore. There's no time for hesitation. This is what our teachers have been preparing us for. Because of their dedication, we are all able to see this celebration. So with that being said, despite all of the hard times we've been through, we should all look back and reminisce on the good ones. This is not goodbye. Only see you later for now. Go Eagles, class of 2020.
It's an honor and privilege, and by the grace of God, that I'm standing up here today as the Times Squared Academy's class of 2020 valedictorian. I want to take this time to tell you who I am and who I've become. It all starts off with the day that I was born as Jasmine Abigail Gaitan. My parents told me that when I was born with my eyes wide open. I was ready to venture into this world. Since I was a child, I was always curious. I loved to try new things, and my family encouraged it. So I started off small with food and eventually made my way up with trying new things. My journey was all about self-discovery, and what I learned was that passion and success go hand in hand. I was raised by my parents, immigrant workers who came to this country for a better life. They instilled in me the importance of not forgetting your roots and always dreaming big. Because of these values, I became a girl with an appetite to learn. For my entire academic career, I got to explore this appetite at Times Squared Academy. The past 13 years of my time at Times Squared have been filled with memories that caused me every emotion. I learned so much about myself and my community. So thank you to my mentors and all my teachers who have been patient with me and have seen my growth. I wouldn't be the person that I am today if it wasn't for you. I wouldn't be standing here today if it wasn't for my parents. Gracias, mamá, por enseñarme a ser una mujer humilde y virtuosa. Gracias, papá, por enseñarme a tener pasión y ser un líder. Me dieron una vida llena de abrazos y valores que llevo conmigo en mi corazón. As a first-generation student, I owe it all to my family. Gracias por su sacrificio y su amor. Thank you to my other half, my best friend, my twin sister Jocelyn. You are my entire heart, and you have a smile for me whenever I feel down. You balance me and you push me to do my best, and I can't imagine my life without you and your support and love. Thank you to my little brother for always teaching me how to be creative and inspiring me. It takes a village. In my case, it couldn't have been more true, which is why I am humbled by this position, because even in success, I have to find humility. My favorite memories had to be the ones where I cried, felt stressed, or had no clue what was happening next, because there were always comforting words, uplifting thoughts, and friends that were always there. My victory is as much as their victory. As I go on and tackle a new life in college, I will take with me love and compassion. The people in my life have shown me this, and now it's time for me to pass this on. So to the class of 2020, enjoy this moment, and thank those around you and those who helped you along your journey. Express your love and your gratitude for others, and become the generation that will change the world one step at a time. If we lead with love and compassion, imagine the things that we'll do. Sí se puede.
Good evening, members of the faculty, staff, administration, family and friends, distinguished guests, and especially the Times Squared STEM graduating class of 2020. I know that this senior year is not what we all expected, but the one thing we could expect is that we would have to adapt to senior year. As underclassmen, we would have thought of sports, prom, our senior trip, and mostly the moment that we would graduate. Our graduation has taken on a greater significance as we continue to adapt to a changing world. We have always heard of significant moments of years past, and now this year we will never forget. We started our senior year nervously thinking about college and what would come, and now with the new normal in full stride, and the one thing that did not change was the lengths that our community would go for the class of 2020. The COVID-19 pandemic has given me a new perspective on how we should appreciate one another's accomplishments and simply who we are. I've come to learn that being who you are has a lot to do with your passion and who influences you. I've seen the determination of frontline workers, people working without real recognitions at supermarkets, bodegas, gas stations, and people like my dad who work for utility companies. What all these people have in common is an understanding of a bigger picture. Experiencing the pandemic has made me desire to enter the medical field more than the thought of a high school senior, but a sobering reality that I want to engage in. For all the members of the graduating class of 2020, high school has been more than academic and challenging moments. It has been a place where you have proven that we become the people that can bring about change, even if it is in the smallest ways. Our inspiration right here has always been our family and friends. I would like to take this moment to recognize the hard work and efforts of our family, and on behalf of the graduating class, thank you for everything. We could not be here without you. I'd also like to take a moment to thank my dad. He has carried our families in hopes and dreams each day, and I have never seen anyone work harder. His commitment and dedication to my future, I can never repay. Dad, I have learned firsthand from you that nothing is ever achieved by waiting, and you have been an example of hard work and dedication. I would also like to say thank you to my aunt, Anna, for teaching me to advocate for myself and take the lead in my own life. And my grandmother, Evelyn, you are the true MVP, and you have really carried this family. Thank you. And to all direct and extended family and friends, thank you for your contributions to my growth and development. With special recognition to my best friend, Jafani, your friendship and support has meant more than you could ever know. The faculty and staff at Times Squared Academy have constantly challenged the class of 2020 to be better students and better people. And I would be remiss if I didn't thank them for that. From Mr. Connor in 2nd grade, to Miss Burr in 5th grade, to Miss Chojas, Mr. Winecoop, and Miss Lopes in high school. Our coaches and community members have motivated us, pushed us, and most importantly, they have cared for us. Lastly, to the graduating class of 2020. I would like to close with some sound advice from the author who we all know and love since we were kids, whose influence we may have underestimated then. You get mixed up with strange birds as you go, but be sure when you step with care and great tact, and remember that life's a great balancing act. Just never forget to be dexterous and deft, and never mix up your right foot with your left. And will you succeed? Yes, you will indeed. 94th and 3/4 guaranteed. With apologies to Dr. Seuss, we will move mountains. Thank you.
Good evening, family, friends, faculty, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2020. My name is Valeska Najaro. I would like to express a huge amount of gratitude to all the people who made our high school experience possible. On behalf of all the students, I want to thank everyone for watching from their homes today. It's because of you we have all reached this milestone. I would like to start off by thanking parents who have supported us always through our hardships. Thank you, teachers who formed relationships with us and have worked hard for us. And of course, we should thank ourselves because without a doubt, we have worked relentlessly. For a few, our stories began as kindergarteners, and along the way, we met others who have also joined us on our journey. I am grateful to have spent these last 4 years with each and every one of you, and I'm proud to say that we have all become family. As I reflect, especially during these trying times, characteristics of love, unity, and hope are even more important today, and we should not be afraid to express our gratitude. So Mom and Dad, I want to thank you for all you've done for me. You have both made so many sacrifices over the years. Mom, I watched you from a young age attend and graduate college, all while you were still learning English. You are the most compassionate and determined person I know, as you always put others before yourself. Dad, I admire you as you took what you experienced and made decisions for a better future. You work tirelessly in order to support your family and yet still make time to spend time with your loved ones. I admire your work ethic as it is impeccable. Knowing that there are many more sacrifices that go untold, I will forever be grateful, for I would not be here without you both. Thank you, Mom and Dad. As I move forward into my adult life, I will continue to reflect upon memories, share with others, and encourage you to do the same. It is important for you to find values and safe spaces and be present in the moment as it unfolds before you. Just as my favorite quote by Johann Wolfgang von Goethe stated, "Always hold fast to the present. Every situation, indeed every moment, is of infinite value, for it is the representative of a whole eternity." Be aware of your endless opportunities. This is exactly what my parents did for me, what your parents did for you, and what we will do for future generations. Now here we are, we made it. Although we may find ourselves feeling excited yet anxious for what our future may hold, know that our class of 50 or so individuals has had a high school experience like no other. We are unique and equipped to take on our futures. And as you go on into the world, don't forget to cherish your memories, the experiences, and pave your path. I can't wait to hear them when we meet again. Sincerest congratulations to the class of 2020. Thank you.
I am honored and proud to say that I am the class president for an extraordinary class. The Times Squared class of 2020 is one of the largest class in Times Squared history to graduate, and one with the most National Honor Society members. We have also countless amounts of college acceptances and scholarships, but the educational accomplishments is not what makes me proud to be your class president. What makes me proud to be your class president is your resilience, your strength, your power, your advocacy, and your dedication. Over the last 4 years, I've been able to see each and every one of you grow and accomplish many things. And it pains me that our senior year ended the way that it did. But despite our current situation, take a moment and congratulate yourself, because you did it. This may not be what you expected or imagined it to be. A year ago, the image of crossing a stage was a dream, and sadly, it didn't become a reality. But we got something out of this. What we got as the class of 2020 is something that no one will ever be able to take away from us. We got a valuable experience. We entered the real world, as the adults in our lives like to say, a little earlier than anticipated. We felt the plethora of emotions during this time and got to reflect upon ourselves and gain wisdom. You will tell your story to the next generations. They will ask you, what did you experience? What did you learn, change, read, and think? So what will be your answer? It might be hard to figure this out during these times, but I will leave you with this today. Regardless of what you face in life, be grateful for the negative and the positive. Find both and value them, because they build character and add on to your story. As the icon of our childhood once said, I always knew after all these years that there'd be laughter and there'd be tears. We've been through a lot these past 4 years, but made it out together. Pick your favorite memory from freshman year then sophomore year, junior year, and finally senior year. Cherish those moments and hold them true to your heart, because as your journey ends here at Times Squared, you will want to look back and remember those good times. Your day has come, and it's over. There are so many dreams and plans left for you to accomplish, and I wish you a life filled of laughter and adventure. So thank you to the class of 2020. Your resilience and perseverance inspires me every day. Go out there and change the world, because you already changed mine.
Good evening and congratulations to the class of 2020. Adija Tukubara Ajiman, Maya Baraza, Justin Batres, Shayla Burnaby, Kurt Caesar, Brianna Cicerone, Xavier Lajus, Christopher Dauda, Joseph DeRoja, Jennifer Diaz, Kimberly Diaz, Melissa Diaz, Augustus Duncan, Ifioluwatitomi Ekuti, Michael Fabian, William Fernandez, Jafani Francisco, Jasmine Gaitan, Jocelyn Gaitan, Stephanie Gutierrez, Sally Matu Taba, Eli Cashew, Ashley Camilla, Drayon King, Anna Millette LeBron, Elton Meningeri, Genesis Martinez, Zabeth Martinez, Allison Mayo, Jaidi Mahia, Jonathan Morales, Valeska Najaro, Ahmad Nayabali, Sebastian Orellana, Evelyn Ortega, Marvin Ortiz, Madeline Ozuna, Katie Palencia, Jaheem Hall, Gabrielle Pelaez, Olivia Peters, Jose Reyes, Janaya Smith, Sophia Soto, Gregory Struther, Christian Tovar, Daniel Vargas, Clarice Vargas.
Members of the class of 2021, all of us live in a world of symbols in which a thing or an ideal stands for all that is pure and noble and courageous. Such a symbol is the key which we, the class of 2020, would like to pass on to you. The class of 2021, the ritual is a long-standing tradition here at Times Squared Academy, where honesty, perseverance, scholarship, responsibility, and community are the gateway to greater knowledge and success with each passing of the key.
We, the class of 2021, accept this key to success with the sincere appreciation of the fact that you have attained the goal toward which we strive. We hope that in the year to come, we may use this key to successfully unlock the door of knowledge as you have done. Seniors, we sincerely trust that in the future you will hold before the world the high standards and precepts you have placed before us this past year. May happiness and success be with you in the future.